How do you feel? You feel like you're hot?
No.
Okay.
I'm never hot.
All right, let me just sweat off myself a second. Darlene, how are you doing? You need a sip of water?
I'm not. Are you kidding, Nicole? You don't even understand.
Okay.
I keep my house at 79.
Oh, good. Okay.
I change it when all of you come over.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we would die. They died. Hey ladies, welcome back to my second episode for 2024 of Fierce Aging. So today I'm really excited to have my mother-in-law in the studio doing her makeup. This was really our dream to have our mothers in here to kick off the season for Mother's Day weekend. And it's been such an experience. And Darlene is sharing her beauty with us at 78 years young. And we are creating a beautiful look for her, hearing a little bit more about her experience with makeup, how she feels about age. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. Tell us your age.
78 years young.
And do you feel 78?
No.
How old do you feel?
I feel younger than that. I don't know how old I feel, but I don't feel I'm 78, you know?
Do you feel like age is a number?
Yeah, I really do. I think things have slowed down, but they haven't stopped.
Right.
That's the most important thing.
So what do you feel is the most challenging with makeup as you're aging?
I don't really find it a challenge because I don't put that much on.
Right.
But I love makeup, and I think that everybody needs makeup. There are really very few natural beauties in this world.
What is your advice to other women aging that might be having a hard time thinking about really concentrating on that number? What would you advise them?
Be yourself. Enjoy what you enjoy. Don't let anybody tell you how you feel or what you should do. Don't walk out the door unless you're neat and you have makeup on and you look nice. Feel good about how you look.
So I'm first going to start off Darlene's makeup routine with cleansing her face with a micellar water. This is actually, I picked it up just this morning. It's from Burt's Bee. It's with rose water. So, you know, of course, I gravitated towards it. It's 3-in-1, removes makeup, cleanses, and tones. So it's for all skin types. So I just let Darlene smell it because I thought this is beautiful.
I love it.
So I'm going to hydrate Darlene's face with one of my favorite products that I've been using for the last couple months. I actually started featuring this in February of this year. It's the Hydrating Infused Emulsion by La Mer. I really like it because it's milky and it's just really light. And it's very hard for me to find something that's not going to feel too weighted down and heavy underneath the skin. I just want to get that hydration. You're going to start seeing how Darlene's skin starts to have more life to it as it gets this really beautiful hydration. My next step is to hydrate the eyes. This is a very important step for mature women because we want everything like the concealer, the color corrector to go on really nicely and not drag or skip when it's dehydrated. We are prepping and priming the face. So once we get to the concealer, the BB cream, the skin is going to be set up perfectly. So I always like to put on my rose lip balm because the lipstick will go on very smooth, especially the lip liner. So I'm just going to put a little rose lip balm. It's really nice and hydrating. I'm going to put on, I know this is going to make everyone very excited, SPF on Darlene's skin, SPF 50. This is really nice. I actually have liked this sunscreen. Don't love the price, but I wanted to try it and I really have enjoyed using it. I'm just going to use the flat foundation brush and work this into Darlene's skin. And my last step to prep and prime the skin is my Fiercely Smooth Face Primer. This is going to give a little burst of hydration also. It's really nice. It's going to allow your BB cream and everything that you put on your skin to lay perfectly and look very smooth. You can use a sponge, your fingers, you can use the flat brush, you can use your foundation buffing brush. It just depends on how you like the application. I'm going to be using all the brushes out of my Essential Makeup Brush Kit. I designed these for you because I wanted to be travel friendly. They're vegan, 100% cruelty free. And this is basically everything that you need. So you don't have to have a whole roll that pulls out and then you don't know what brush to use. I put all the brush names on the handle.
Oh, how nice.
So you're not going to forget about what brush is for what. My first step always is to do the eyes first. So I'm going to start off with my eye primer. This is going to neutralize out the eye. It's going to take out any discoloration that Darlene might have on her eyes. I can see just a little bit of regular pigmentation It doesn't matter how old you are. It just depends on what's going on with your skin on your eyelids. And I feel as we mature that you need to set up the eyelid for success. As in, you want to take away the blues, the reds, the greens, the veins, anything that's going on. And also, you want something that's going to be able to grab onto your eyeshadow and keep it there all day and have it look true. You want those colors that are in your compact to look true on your eye, not mix in with all of your pigmentation. I picked out the Sweet Carol eyeshadow palette, which was created for my mother, which is kind of fun. This is 2 mattes and a sheen, and I love a sheen on a mature woman. It's not glittery, it's not sparkly, it's just a really nice pop to your eyelid. I have 2 little brushes that come in the compact now. We're just gonna take those out, and I'm taking my flat shadow brush, and I'm gonna go into the middle color here. And I felt like these colors really went well with what Darlene likes to wear. She likes to wear burgundy, purples, maroon, and I thought this was really, really kind of pull the whole look together with what she's wearing. So I'm going to take that middle color and I'm going to go right. I always start in the middle and then I'll just blend down to the inner corner of the eye here. I don't go too high. I can, gives myself some room to basically play with the shadow, and then I'll bring it to the outer corner of the eye here. So you can see that I have the concentration of the eyeshadow right on the lid. I can bring it up a little bit, just working with what I have here. So it's nice and it doesn't seem like I go back into the compact and add more at the top where it might be too much. What's really nice about my eyeshadows, they're talc-free, they're very silky, they're easy to blend, which is what I wanted for you. I didn't want you to have to really work hard at getting a beautiful look. So I have the first color on. Again, you can build it up if you want to, or just do a wash of color. It's really up to you and the look that you want. I'm taking my tapered blending brush, going into the darkest color, and I'm going to give a little contour to Darlene's eyes. I'm just taking the darkest color and going to the end of the eye and just a little triangle here. Now, again, this is going to be blended, so you don't have to worry that this is too much or you're feeling like you're watching all these YouTube videos telling you can't do this now. You can absolutely do it. It's all about your technique. So that might look really dark right now. That's fine. We're going to blend it out. It's going to look really beautiful. I'm taking my blending brush and I'm going to just blend this closer or into the nose area here. So it's all gonna nicely blend seamlessly. So it's not gonna look like you have any demarcation or this is going to be too strong of an eye. This can be lightened up for day and then go in a little bit darker for evening. I'm just gonna take the lightest color and do a little bit of a brow bone highlight. I'm going to take my Almay Makeup Remover Pad. These come in oil-free and also oil-based. I'm doing oil-free today. I don't want to add any oil to Darlene's face. And what I do with these is I just clean up on the ends. This is really an easy way to do that. So we're going to do Darlene's brows. We're going to shape them with our Brownie Skinny Brow Pencil. I'm going to show you how we can get a natural look to Darlene's eyebrows. Now, she does have hair. If you don't have hair, we do have brow stencils that I created for you. There's 4 different sizes that you can create a beautiful shape from slim to bold. So it's really up to you. If you need a little guide, we have that. So I designed the pencil to have the color on one side and then the brush on the other, the spoolie. So you can comb through if you feel like you made it too dark. So what I'm going to do is you're going to see Darlene is starting right where she needs to. If I take the pencil, the ball of the nose over her iris, she is arching where she's supposed to. Corner of the nose, corner of the eye, we're going to end right there. So I'm going to start on this brow. I can see that we need to build it up just a little bit. So the best thing to do is to start at the base and to do like wispy strokes. This is how it's going to give you this really beautiful look, and it's not going to look painted on. So again, just like you're making hair strokes, the darker or the harder pressure you go, the darker this pencil will be. So you do have range with it. So if you want to make it light, you can do that with lighter touch. If you want to make it darker, like if I wanted to be darker up in this arch, I put a little bit more pressure and then I come down following this hairline. You might think that looks dark. Just run your spoolie through it to disperse the color and then fill in the bottom.
That little spoolie at the end, that makes it not
blended.
It
yeah,
blends it. Yeah.
How have you been doing your brows?
I haven't.
Oh no? You don't?
No, I don't do them because every time I put them on, they look so fake.
Oh.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking about the spoolie. That's what it's for. Now, see, mine never looked like this when I try to put eyebrow pencil on.
Oh well, now you have.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah. My next step is I'm going to line Darlene's eyes with a plum waterproof eyeliner. It looks so beautiful. It is really nice because I just realized, what color liner have you been using?
Black.
Okay.
That was the color we were told to use.
When I've seen Darlene, I have told her that I would like to see her with something a little bit not so harsh, because I think it does. And I think you use liquid, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. So we're modifying, and as we're growing, as we're aging, as we're maturing, we're just tweaking a little bit. Beautiful color plum. Smooth, smooth. I made these very smooth. You have to use my pencil sharpener with these, but these are very smooth and soft for a reason. So you don't need a lot of pressure. You're probably used to pushing down. And then if you do that with these pencils, it's going to be too much. This is to glide on your eyes and make
these don't smear?
No, they're waterproof.
Oh,
so
wow.
They'll set up. And then if you have watery eyes like I do, you're okay. Like I've showed you before in a lot of my videos, at the end of the eye, like your last eyelash, I just like to lift it up a tad. I'm not doing anything overly dramatic. It's like a mini baby wing, if you will. I just want to lift the eye just a tad up because I think it looks nice. I like the illusion of it just going up a little bit and not following the line of the eye completely straight down. So what I did was I just went really close to her lash line and I worked this into the lashes. So it looks thicker, but we're not taking up a ton of real estate on our eye. I wanted it to just look really defined, but not too much. Next, I'm going to just take a little eyeliner and go underneath just to balance it out, but I'm only going in about 3/4.
What we used to do is put it on the inside of the thing. But I never did that because pencils would smear on me. That's why I used liquid all the time.
Right, right. We are going to do a mascara that is going to be very beautiful, but capture all of those baby lashes. I created this volume up to do just that. The formulation and the wand work together to get all of those little lashes that we have that we don't see and that we miss because our brushes are too big or we're not using the right formulation. And then I'm going to put on some false lashes for you. So I did go and get latex-free glue for the lashes because Darlene's allergic to latex. So I wanted to always make sure that I could add lashes on because they make such a big difference, but have the right glue. So what I'm doing is I'm going to the base of the lashes, wiggling back and forth and pulling up. You can see how it's like a little comb and it just grabs all of her lashes. Look down. I'm just going in with really short lashes. These are just clusters I got at the drugstore. I'm going to take the short ones. It comes short and medium. I like the short ones and they're just little clusters. I put a tiny bit of glue on them and have you look down. And then I just put them, so they're going to just fill in, if you will. Yeah, I think they're pretty. How do they feel?
Good. They don't feel like there's anything there.
So I'm going to go into color correcting underneath Darlene's eyes first to help with this discoloration that we see under her eyes. And that's one of the issues you were saying that were hard to cover up. So basically this makes your concealer not work so hard. So you've seen me use Just Peachy for the last, 10, 12, 13 years. And I have Extreme Cancel. I came out with it a couple years ago. And this is for more extreme darkness, really to color correct, lift the color. It's going to look scary at first. We actually had one of our members over on our private Facebook group, Beauty Reinvented, where Darlene was. And you did see her picture where she did the before and after with our Extreme Cancel. And it was a wonderful example of what this can do for you if you have dark circles. So we're going to do this first. Again, remember, you have to trust the process. I'm going to be using a damp sponge to work this in, but it'll come together. You just can't, when you first put it on, you're like, wait, am I making it worse? You're not. It's just part of color theory. So we're going to start with this first. So what I do is I want to concentrate on really, where do I see the most discoloration? I see it right in this area for Darlene. I have told you about this hard line that comes down here. It's kind of like it's inset a little bit. And then you have kind of more of that puffiness. So I want to take care of this darkness first. I'm going to just taper it up a little bit, not concentrating too much there. I really want to neutralize out where I see where that most of that darkness is in here, up in this little area here, and then coming down. So this is opaque. I made most of my product in this area to cover. I have two different sponges I'm going to use. One that's going to be more of a flat area here, and then one that can get up into that eye area. They're both disposable. This one actually you can wash and reuse. I give it to Darlene. But I'm going to use a little rose water just to Give that hydration, moisture on the sponge. So I'm going to stipple this into the skin. So sometimes when you're using a sponge, this might be easier for you. You can turn it around for like the little pointed area. With doing makeup on someone else, I actually have to use a bunch of different techniques because it's not my face. So it's a little bit harder to get into areas. The sponge was a little wet, so you got to make sure that it's not too wet and then kind of shearing out your product too much. So I'm just going to add a little bit more and then just blend again. I'm using our creamy concealer. I know that you're probably freaking out right now. I'm probably thinking, what did you just do to her? If you saw it, you would be like, wait, what's going on? So we're going to put our concealer over. I'm using it in light. I'm going to use my foundation buffing brush just to buff it in, and you're going to see the magic happen. So it's going to be a lot lighter. It's going to be more of an even tone skin. I also made my wand here a dome. So most of the product sits at the top. You can see that it's literally at the top like a little bubble. So you can get into those inner corner areas and deposit the right amount, but not a ton. Like you don't need a ton of concealer where it has a big doe foot and it's just everywhere. You want to be more precise when you're putting on concealer as a mature woman. I'm going to go back for more detailed work with my flat foundation brush. I'm going to take my BB cream. This is in light, and this is going to really perfect the skin. We're going to go right up over where we had that concealer. This BB cream is going to warm up Darlene's skin just a little bit. We want to have that warmth to her skin, but it's not going to make her look like she is completely off. This is a light, which has more of a cool neutral undertones.
Now, is the BB cream a foundation?
Yeah, it's a beauty balm. So basically, it's going to even out the tone of your skin, but it's not going to be heavy, but it's not going to be thin like a tinted moisturizer. So you're going to get really a nice coverage, but not feel like it's heavy. Does it feel heavy?
No, not at all. That's what I like. I want it to look more natural than
cakey.
Yeah,
I'm taking my blush powder brush and I'm going to take a little Nikita Banana. This is a brightening powder. I'm going to set underneath Darlene's eyes and in the T-zone. So we have two options. I always want to give you options in case you have something on your wish list or you're using similar blushes. I know that you always use powder blushes, right? So this would be in full bloom. This would be the palette that I would choose for Darlene if she wanted to do a powder blush. So I know that she already does this. So I want to kind of give her options. So I have this for her to take home, but I want her to experience having something like Classic Beach Glow. She's going to get a beautiful blush, highlighter, and bronzer. I know it's going to be a lot for you, but I think that it's going to be really nice. So this is going to go on and give her that dewiness on her skin. Smile. We're just going to give this beautiful color to her, and it's going to match this top beautifully. I can use the same brush just as a little highlighter right here if I want to on the highest cheekbone there. One of my last steps I'm going to do before the lips is just go in with my creme brulee. It's a hybrid bronzer. It's really nice because it has that bronze with that cream, so it balances out. Just taking my angled blush brush, I'm going to just give a little warmth on the skin, kind of in the perimeter for Darlene right now. I'm going to outline Darlene's lips first with an invisible lip liner. This really helps with feathering. If you have a little migration with your lipstick, I think that sometimes you have a hard time with that. So we're just going to put this on first before we do her lip liner. So what this pencil does is it creates a border. So it creates that kind of boundary where your lipstick will stay and it won't migrate into the fine lines and wrinkles. Taking Organza waterproof lip liner. And I want to concentrate on the lips, bringing them up in this beautiful Cupid's bow here, giving that definition. This is such an important part for mature women to do a lip liner because you need to define. You're going to start seeing how the lip starts to disappear, the lip line, and we really want to give that definition to the lips. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. I'm not going to drag the lip liner all the way to the corner. I'm going to go up just right before, so we get a really nice, more of a fuller lip.
If I don't use a lip liner, my lips look really small.
I'm taking my retractable lip brush here with Aperitif. This is a new color, actually, I created when I reformulated the line. And I knew that You would love it because this is your color. So I had you in mind, but then all the ladies really loved this color. And I was thrilled because it was so different for the line.
This feels better
For you,
than
yeah.
the gloss.
You don't usually wear a gloss, yeah.
Okay.
So if you're going out and you wanted to gloss the lip or you wanted something a little bit different, I would choose for you either Manifest and Glow, which is a gold. You can just put it on the bottom lip and get a little extra, or Cocoa 13 that matches perfectly. So you can enhance it a little bit if you want to. You can just wear the lipstick. You don't have to do both, but I always love a topper. I'm just going to finish the makeup tutorial with a little Chantecaille Rose water. This is really nice and refreshing. As you can see, does it feel good?
Yeah, it does feel good.
All right, so we're going to take a look at your face, the makeup that we did, and see what you think.
Okay. Oh, wow. My eyes look great.
Are these colors that you would wear?
Exactly. Exactly the colors I would wear. Oh my God. I can't believe the eyeliner is that color. I can't believe it's pencil and not liquid. But I love the lashes on you. I just wanted to pop. You don't have to obviously do lashes, ladies, but it's always fun when you get your makeup done to have something a little extra. So I always do it for the ladies. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Well, I'm so glad you came in and shared your beauty with everyone.
Thank you, my daughter.
It looks very beautiful.
You look beautiful.
So ladies, until our next video, we'll see you later.